From Daikin Park in Houston, the temperatures will be noticeable, yet the roof is wide open. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Houston Astros. First
And
pitch
now,
coming your way next.
Please welcome your Houston Astros.
Just a little bit away from first pitch and towing the slab, Framber Valdez.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Anthony Volpe, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. A changeup missing. Ball two. Popped up. Walker settles under it. Makes the grab, one down. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer, and when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
One down, base is empty. Up the middle, Pena. Throws to first. Nice efficient start to the afternoon. That's two out.
Batting third, right fielder Aaron Judge.
Two outs, base is empty. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Big time power. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And the first offering is not close.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
And Judge spoils that one. Two down, nobody on. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that one missing low.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
And it's through for a hit. And that extends the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Runner at first with two away. Here's Cody Bellinger. Up the middle. Oh, he gloves it. He's in there.
He made it. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Giancarlo
First and
Stanton.
second, two outs. And here is Giancarlo Stanton. That one fouled hard the other way. Judge, the lead runner out at second. Bellinger on at first with two down. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And now the lefty, cut out and missed. Curveball struck him out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here in Houston, and today's starter, Garrett Cole.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Swing and a foul straight back.
Altuve always seems to be setting records or reaching milestones, Boog. In 2023, he became the fastest player to reach 2,000 career hits, 200 home runs, and 200 stolen bases in MLB history.
Bellinger calls it in, and there's one away. Now we check out the Astros lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Isaac Paredes in the box now. No balls and a strike. 1 out, base is empty. The strikeout and the second of the game for the Cole train.
Batting third.
Here's Jordan Alvarez.
Jordan Alvarez.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And the batter now, Christian Walker. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Two outs. And now it's even up.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Let's go, Christian.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3. 1 left for Houston. We played an inning. No score. Back here at Dyken Park, new inning getting started. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Valdez back to work. And takes low for ball 1. Valdez, a former All-Star, 31 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Popped up to the left into foul ground, and it's caught for the out.
Batting 7th, first baseman Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt now.
Here we go, Astros.
There's a strike at the knees.
Not many hitters go up there looking for an 0-0 breaking ball, but a good way for the pitcher to get ahead in the count.
That misses the zone, and the count even 1-1. Carl Dixon doing the umpiring behind the plate.
And Boog, I'm not sure if it's because he sort of sets up higher than most, but one thing to be aware of with Dixon is the high strike. Not usually a big deal because most players are swinging at pitches up there, but we may see some surprise looks from hitters from time to time because that's just so unusual.
Now at the plate, Jason Dominguez. Curve in the dirt.
Ball one, no strikes.
And another ball.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Next one misses. 3 balls, no strikes.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And that clips the inside corner. And a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting ninth, third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
So 2 down now, and here is Oswaldo Cabrera. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Swing and a ground ball. They take the force out, and that is the inning. The Yanks leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Houston, here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz.
Catcher, Yainer Diaz.
And a foul ball. Next pitch is outside. On the ground right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Batting sixth, the shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
Jeremy Pena getting ready to hit. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. And that misses. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Nothing here in the bottom of the second. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That misses. Ball 3.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And he can't come up with it. Around first, heading for 2. Gets off a throw. In there safely.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Now here is Chas McCormick. Slapped foul. Clips the corner, and the count is 0-2.
0-2.
1 out and a runner at second, bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Ben Gamble. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Two outs and 1 in scoring position.
Ball 1.
Squirts away a little bit. Foul ball there. Next offering upstairs.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. We're tied 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 3rd inning. And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. The wind of the pitch. Yeah, that's fouled off. And that's in the dirt. 1-1.
That's down.
Late with the swing there.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Throw to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop 3rd strike.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Grounded out his first time up. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That one pulled foul. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Aaron Judge at the plate. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Yankees, center fielder Cody Bellinger.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Reached on an infield single his first time. That clips the corner. Inside, just missed. In for a strike. 1-2. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. No score. Bottom of the inning,
Leading
and
off
stepping
for the
in
Astros,
is the speedy
center fielder,
Jake Myers.
Jake Myers.
First
That's a ball.
pitch just misses.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
And a breaking ball misses outside. Headed down the line. And that drops foul. On the ground to third, Cabrera. Whips it across. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Now batting, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
So the Houston lineup turns over. Jose Altuve will hit next. There's a swing and a miss.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Hard hit right side. Goldie takes it to the bag, and 2 straight set
Now
down to
batting,
begin the bottom of the third.
baseman, Isaac Paredes.
Isaac Paredes, the next to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout. And that one wrapped foul.
With 2 out and nobody on, you want to go right after this guy. He's the number 2 hitter, which means if he gets on, you've got some thunder coming up behind him.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Still tied at 0, last of the third. That's a little bit low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one hammered center field. That's back there. See you later. All muscle to center field. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Brew. We knew it wasn't coming back. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 down, Yordan Alvarez up next for the Astros. Way high there, and it's 1-0. Two out, space is empty. Next offering is fouled back. Next pitch is downstairs.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
And delivers outside. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the third. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Now batting.
And
first
now
baseman,
Christian Walker. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And it's fouled away.
Ball, that's outside.
Swing and a miss as he was out front
One
that
ball,
time.
2 strikes.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Astros off and running on the solo homer. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. On to the fourth,
Leading off for
stepping
the
in the
Yankees,
long ball
the
threat,
designated
Giancarlo
hitter,
Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Swings and misses. Strike
Ball
one.
one's the count.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league
Inside
average,
ball.
and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And a curve is down and in.
2-1.
Next one is
that's
off the
discount.
plate. 3-1.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Swing and a pop-up. Pena settles under this one. And there's one away.
Up next for the Yankees, catcher Austin Wells.
So digging in, Austin Wells. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Right through there for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Popped up left side. Pena makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, first baseman Paul Goldschmidt.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout. Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
1 ball.
This guy's sink
2
has
strikes.
so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Into the outfield, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. 0 for 1 so far. Missed inside with the curve. Next offering is fouled back. Fought off foul. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1 left for the Yankees. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And we're back. John
Leading off
Sciambi and
for the
Chris Singleton
Astros,
with you. And
catcher,
leading off the bottom of the fourth, Yainer Diaz.
Diaz.
Yainer Diaz.
Diaz.
Fastball is outside.
Well, these Astros doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up one run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That one misses, and that's ball 3.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at-bat.
The shortstop,
Jeremy Pena now at the plate. Doubled his first time. And that is out of play. Diaz on at first, nobody out. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That just misses. Now 1 and 2.
Really good 2-strike pitch right there. Surprised he was able to spit on that thing.
To second, there's one. Out. To first, not in time. Great effort there. So up next, Chas McCormick struck out swinging his first time.
McCormick.
And the slider just misses. And a strike. Breaking ball misses down and away.
You got 2 balls.
Man at first, strike. 1 away. Fouls one off. 2 and 2. In the air, center field. Bellinger in and to his right. He's got it. And there's 2 down. Ben Gamel up next for the Astros. Struck out swinging his first time.
Ben Gamel.
Kolacek to first. Oh, the throw is wild. The tag, and they get him. So a sloppy play there, but it ends the inning. We go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. Valdez back to work. And that one is in for a strike.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
In the dirt, and that's ball 2.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
count is full.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And a foul ball.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet. When you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Now, Anthony Volpe. 0 for 2 in this one. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Just off the inside edge. And that one fouled off. Nobody out, runner at first.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay at it.
Goes down looking. And up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
And fouled off. Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that one fouled off. Got him swinging, and he's up to 7 strikeouts.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. He's 2 for 2.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Here we go, Astros. Come on, Astros.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Judge goes 6 feet 7 inches, 32 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Just missed.
2-0.
Check swing, called strike. Next offering is down low. Cody Bellinger in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 3-1 now. And Judge spoils that one.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Astros 1 and the Yankees nothing. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for the Astros, Ben Gamel.
Ben Gamel.
In the dirt, 1-0. Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
He goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter,
Now
and I'm
batting,
sure that's going to
center
sit on him for a
fielder,
little while. You want to be ready to hit the
Myers.
fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Jake Myers up next for the Astros. Trying to bunt his way on. Bare hand grab, the throw, and that's a great play for the out.
Man, he
Up
made that
next
look
for the
easy, didn't he? I mean, there's nothing
Second
simple
baseman,
about that play, Boog, especially when you break it down.
Altuve.
But right there, everything was done in one fluid motion to deliver a strike over to first just in time for the out. I tell you, I could watch that all day.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jose Altuve. That one's in there. That's strike one.
0-1.
And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. That one misses, and that is ball one.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Now batting.
2 outs,
third
runner at
baseman,
first.
Isaac
Here's the third baseman, Isaac
Paredes.
Paredes. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. Just missed. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Altuve, the runner at first with 2 gone. That one is absolutely belted. This one's got a chance. And it hits the fence. Coming home. He will score.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now the DH, Yordan Alvarez. Rip right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. And they boost their lead. It's 4-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. He got on plane with that high fastball, then look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Garrett Cole is done in this one, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Now pitching for
Out of
New
the
York,
bullpen for the Yankees, Mark
Number
Leiter
56.
Jr.
Still pretty early in the ball
Leiter
game,
Jr.
so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Base is empty with 2 away. Next to hit, Christian Walker. Right down to shoot. That's strike 1. That one ripped. This one could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
Man at second here with 2 away. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. That one catches the zone. 0-1.
All ones the count.
Runner at second, 2 down. Swings through the sweeper.
Well, you can't expect to get a great
No ball,
pitch to
2
hit
strikes.
with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here, make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
2 outs. Strike 3 went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. Yordan Alvarez goes yard for Houston. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. Just
Outside, that's
missed.
the ball.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Giancarlo
Now here's
Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton. He has, as they like to say,
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power.
that's
Hey!
right. Swings through that one for strike
0-1.
one. Tap foul at the plate. Runner at first with no outs here. Ball
One
one
ball.
there.
2 strikes.
Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Man,
Now
just
batting,
backdoored him
catcher,
with the breaking
Austin
ball right
Wells.
there. And I'll tell you what, as a hitter, it looks like it's a mile away, so you give up on it, and then it just hooks around that outside corner. Tell you what, if a pitcher can make a pitch like that, you pretty much just have to tip your cap as you walk back to the dugout.
Oh, that's out.
Wells up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses out.
Bellinger goes.
Ball
Pitches low. Throw there. Safe. Bellinger leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Next offering in there for a strike. Now 2-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Brian King, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Ford, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Man at second. That one fouled off. 2-2. Got him. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Goldie stands in now and watches strike 1.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Good job to fight that one off. Runner at second, 2 down, and we're the top half of the 6th. This to third. Oh, and it hits the base.
Now batting, left fielder.
So a man at
Jason
first.
Dominguez.
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Check swing, called strike. Two outs. Dominguez tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he held up. Ball to strike. The pitch.
Ball.
In the dirt, but kept
2
close.
balls, 1 strike.
And that
Ball 3.
misses. 3 balls and a
3
strike.
balls, 1 strike.
Oswaldo Cabrera hitting on deck circle. Three 1 is on the way. The other way. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 4-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Well, we go bottom
Leading
6,
off for the
and now
Astros,
Jeremy
the
Pena.
shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
Just missed.
Well, these Astros, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
That's to third. And a quick out, number 1.
With all those extra base hits, it's
Now
easy to
batting,
think we're going to
left
see that
fielder,
trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really
McCormick.
locked in at the plate.
And here is Chas McCormick. Strike 1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
And that's in there at the knees. Goes down looking for the strikeout. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Up next for the Astros.
And next to hit for Houston,
right
Ben
fielder,
Gamel.
Ben Gamel.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Dominguez on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Nothing doing here this half. We're through 6 full. It's the Astros 4 and the Yankees 1.
Now pitching
New
for the
pitcher on now,
Astros.
Brian Abreu.
Number 52. Brian Abreu.
And stepping in for the
Leading off for the
Yankees,
Yankees,
Oswaldo
third
Cabrera.
baseman,
He's 0 for
Oswaldo
1.
Cabrera.
The Yankees looking to rally.
Ball 1, no strikes.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Oh, he doesn't get the
2.
call. And a count 2-1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Just missing there. And now 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Punch him out.
3-2. On the ground to third. In the dirt. Nice pick.
Great fundamentals there at first base. A textbook example
Now
of putting
batting
your body in
shortstop,
position to make a play
Anthony
and doing
Volpe.
just that. That's how they teach you to do it.
Anthony Volpe digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. First
That's a
offering,
ball.
and it just misses.
Counts 1-0.
The Yanks trailing by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Nope.
That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. That one in the dirt, and now it's 3-2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark
Now
after
batting,
this one. That
second
was his
baseman,
third strikeout,
Josh
and this
Jr.
one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Chisholm, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Swing and a miss.
No
Looked
ball,
off balance
2
that time.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Yanks held in check, and they trail it 4-1.
Now
We're
pitching
back
for
in a
the
new
New York
pitcher here to
Yankees.
start the bottom of the 7th. Jake
Number
Cousins.
61.
Just trying to keep this one close
Jake
here,
Cousins.
and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now the center
Leading off
fielder,
for the
Jake
Astros,
Myers.
Center fielder.
We talk about guys with good speed, and
Jake
definitely
Myers.
he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to
1-1.
balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or
One
they
ball,
may have extra
2 strikes.
bases, and he just takes it away.
And a 1-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And that's down and away. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Tim Hill, the southpaw, is throwing and getting that sinker dialed in. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. There's a strike. 95 of that one.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Swing and a miss at a slider. On to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now.
Now
You talk
batting,
about the
third
benefits, the
baseman,
advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss,
Paredes.
whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Now the number 2 hitter, Isaac Paredes. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
And first offering is fouled off. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Well, you got the
Oh, there's the
hitter
count.
already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss
1
and
ball,
get through this
2
at bat.
strikes.
Got him looking. And he strikes out the side in the 7th.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Taylor Scott.
Now pitching for the Astros. Number
Here comes
50,
Aaron Judge.
Taylor
He's not going to get cheated up there.
Scott.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Ball.
The Astros have some action in their pen. Josh Hader, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. And another
That's ball
ball.
2.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
2-2 count.
Judge waits. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just couldn't catch up on the low 90s fastball right there. And that's a result of a good job of changing speeds. Off-speed pitch on the one before, then sped him up. Pitchers that don't throw real hard have to rely on location and mix it up to speeds. That wasn't the best location with the fastball, but clearly that wasn't the pitch he was looking for at the plate either.
And here comes Bellinger. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
Scott, in his 3rd season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Here's 0-1. Liner saved at first.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know
Now
that, they
batting,
still drive you
designated
absolutely
hitter,
crazy.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Two down, base is empty. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. Just missed. Fastball for a strike. And the count 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 8th. And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. 1-2-3 go the Yankees. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the DH, Yordan Alvarez. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it.
Laser could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in the swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. Here's a rocket out to left. Dominguez puts it away, and there's 1 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Diaz,
1-0.
the next to hit, takes outside. And another ball.
That's inside.
1 out and a runner at second. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's off the outside edge. And now 3-1.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And a hitter's count.
Makes the grab, and there's 2 out.
Yikes, that ball was scorched. An absolute
batting,
missile.
the
And it almost
shortstop,
becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things
Pena.
comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Jeremy Pena getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Now a long throw home. And he's out.
On the tag, he's
Cut
out.
down, and that ends the inning.
Bang, bang play at the plate right there. Outfielder needed no help. An absolutely perfect throw to get him right on the money. Excellent tag by the catcher. And the inning ends on an awesome play.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
Astros.
and here comes the closer, Josh
Number
Hader.
71.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. And that's outside, and that's ball 1. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Swing and a miss. Hader records the strikeout.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. come in and
Now
close the
batting,
door,
first baseman,
cancel
Paul
any
Goldschmidt.
hope that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Goldie in now, takes ball 1 off the plate.
Ball 1, no
Hader, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
And there are 2 outs.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control and command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
So last chance for the Yankees. And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail. And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Hader is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.